windshield.
This was from Wayfarer 515.
So regardless of how that windshield was damaged, this car is unsafe to drive in this condition. Stay in the car, please.
Wait just a minute. Just 1 minute.
Sir, I ask you to stay in the vehicle.
No. I can get out of my own car.
About 2 seconds to stand down, or I'm gonna pepper spray.
Oh, you're gonna pepper spray?
You understand that?
That is just perfect.
What's up, everybody? It's Hammy, and today I'm drinking air because I can't afford anything else. There's these meme videos. They take the ending of Curb Your Enthusiasm, basically just the credits. There's always like a joke, and then they just roll the credits.
Get out of here. Excuse me, I work here, ma'am. Get off the aircraft, please.
Before we dive into everything, make sure to hit the like button, because if you hit that like button, I may one day be able to afford more than air in this cup. It's so crazy to me that we live in a day and age where there's so many people out in the world who do not want to believe that they're wrong. You get a lot of people who will stand up for their belief. Somebody proves to them that they're wrong, and they continue to defend it, and they will take it to their grave because they don't want to identify as somebody who's wrong. They want to identify as somebody who's right. And you really should never identify that strongly with a belief, because your belief could be wrong.
I'm sick of being bullied, I'm sick of being lied to, and it's not gonna happen anymore. Do you understand? The CDC just released... Turn around. Oh my gosh.
I started watching Sarah Blakely's masterclass where she talks about business and how to run one and self-entrepreneurship. She tells a story about how her dad used to kind of redefine failure and being wrong. She talks about how he'd be like, so what did you do that you messed up at today, or that you failed at today? And she'd talk about it like they would talk about. It would get to the point where he would be upset if they didn't actually have anything that they had failed at that day. And it was just something that reinforced the idea that it's 100% okay to fail. It's totally okay to be wrong. You just learn from those things. So from a very early age, she had rewired her brain to be okay with being wrong and to be okay with failure. When I was in high school, my friends were very like, well, you gotta be open-minded. It was something that I hated, kind of like when I was young and my brother told me I need to be more mature. And it was something that I hated, but it was something that I paid attention to. You know, I wanted to be as open-minded as I possibly could be. So I tried to figure out what it meant. Have you ever had a conversation with somebody where they refused to admit that they were wrong? When you can't admit that you're wrong, you will lose friendships. You will lose credibility in your friendships, because beliefs can be wrong. In fact, we're wrong all the time. We're human beings. We don't know everything. I'm not the smartest person in the world, and I don't know everything. The only reason I'm telling you the stuff that I'm telling you right now
is because I know it for a fact.
No, it's because I've learned something that I wanted to share with everybody. Could you imagine a scientist who couldn't take accountability and admit that they're wrong? Science wouldn't make any sense anymore. Our science books would still be saying that the Earth is the center of the universe and everything revolves around the Earth. But we've learned differently. Because those scientists who thought that the Earth was the center of the universe, they learned that, oh, wait, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, maybe that's not the case. It works with everything. Politics, science, religion, doesn't matter what it is. Our knowledge is always changing because we're learning more. And that's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being wrong. It's okay to be wrong. And it's 100% okay to admit that you're wrong. On the other hand, have you ever been in a conversation with somebody who actually admitted that they were wrong? You probably can't even remember it, to be quite honest, because they probably were just like, oh yeah, I must be wrong. I guess I'm wrong. And you just moved on. Or have you ever been the person who has admitted that you were wrong? And you're like, hey, did you know that 2 + 2 = 6? Oh, did you know that no it doesn't? Yeah, I guess that's wrong. the person who proves you wrong usually will go over to your side and like defend you to everyone else and be like, no, I totally understand. I've been onto the same website. This video that I watched the other day, I'll post a link in the description. It talks about how you have to teach yourself intellectual humility. When somebody else proves to you that you're wrong, you just say, yeah, I guess I've never really thought about that before. It's easy to see that as weakness, but that's not. It's not weakness, it's actually strength. The person who refuses to admit that they're wrong never wins. The person who proves the other person wrong, they actually kind of, ruin a friendship. The person who chooses to have intellectual humility usually is the person that everyone wants to be. So for me, to be open-minded is to be willing to challenge your own beliefs, no matter how strongly you identify with them. I had a professor in college. He said, if you like hiking, if you like going outdoors, if you like going on picnics, if you're someone who enjoys nature in any way, then you're an environmentalist. He talked to me about something that I'd never truly considered before. So imagine living in a house that's a pigsty with your family. Half of the family is people who are like, this is a huge nasty mess. It smells like cat pee in here. And then there's the other people who are like, I don't smell anything. So then that made me think, we as humans haven't made the cleanest earth. It's kind of dirty. I definitely want to do my part. I'm 100% open-minded to the idea that I could be very, very wrong. To each their own. I'm not making this video to preach about environmentalism. I just think it's important to recognize when you could be wrong. This video that I was watching, The Joy of Being Wrong, it talks about how you can be a more effective advocate for your belief by letting people challenge your belief. It's not an easy thing to do. I can't say that I'm perfect at this. When I have succeeded at being open-minded by challenging my own beliefs, I've been able to learn more about them and actually validate them more. So I personally think that the best way to open your mind is to completely redefine failure for yourself, just like Sarah Blakely did, and then also to challenge your beliefs, which is very, very hard to do. It's definitely a scary thing to challenge your own beliefs, but consider to yourself, even though this is what I strongly believe and I identify with this, there's a chance that I could be wrong. If you can show that kind of intellectual humility, not only will you make friends and be somebody that people want to be around, but you'll also make your beliefs stronger. If you feel like you relate to this video in any way, comment down below so that I can read those comments. If you felt like this video added any value to your life, make sure to hit the like button so that other people just like you can discover my channel as well. Check the description down below for links that I posted to the videos I talked about. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be informed anytime I post a new video. Thanks again for joining me on the road to success, and I'll see y'all next time.